One of the most common, if not the most common question that I get on a regular basis is, hey, what camera do you use? Your video looks very crisp. And there's a few little tips that I can give you as far as making your video look a little bit more crispy that I've gone over in other videos. But in this video, I want to go over how to really increase the video quality and what camera you need to be using. What I will say is that I do not use a fancy camera. A lot of people ask me, do you like Canon or Sony or Nikon, or what do you like better? And although I think that Sony is probably the better of the three, I personally don't use a good camera. I use the iPhone 14 Pro, which is the best camera there is right now, in my opinion, for the price range that you bought it at. A lot of people record their videos using their default MacBook camera, and it's not a great idea. The new trend is to record videos through Zoom because it's easier just to export the video through Zoom, and especially podcasters use Zoom a lot to record. I think this is a terrible idea because the audio and video quality are going to be decreased at an incredibly large rate. The compression that Zoom uses to optimize bandwidth results in lower quality video, and the audio quality suffers, especially when recording with multiple people on the same call. So I highly recommend we don't use Zoom to record. It's going to decrease the quality, and the best way to stand out nowadays is to have great quality, and you can't do that by using Zoom. I highly recommend getting a software such as OBS or Camtasia, or even Streamlabs OBS is actually what I use a lot of the time. But even if you don't have one of these fancy softwares, you can always use QuickTime Player on your Mac. QuickTime Player is what I'm using to record this video right now because it's just very simple. I use the continuity camera on my iPhone and hook it right to my MacBook, so that way I can get the greatest video and audio quality all in one place. If you don't have a 14 or a 14 Pro, I would highly recommend don't use cinematic mode. But if you have either one of those phones, use cinematic mode because it'll increase the quality a good bit by blurring your background. I currently just use QuickTime Player and use whatever settings they give me. I think I can only go up to 1080p right now, which isn't that big of a deal because my quality is still incredible compared to most people's. I've learned in my business to choose what I compete on, and my competition is providing the best quality. I want to be the one-stop shop for video production needs, and I want to be the best at it. That's how I stand out. You can do the same with YouTube. You have the best quality videos in your industry, you stand out. So get an iPhone and boost your quality today. Let me know your thoughts, and if you thought anything different, hit me up in the DMs here on Twitter, or hit me on any social media platform and let me know what you're doing right now and how you're going to change it in the future.